Finally, finally, it has happened, guys. I know you are going to roast me for this. I know you're going to ask me why it took so long for you to have a podcast. I just thought that everybody is doing it and it's a little bit too much. But I was already doing it on my other platforms. So I remember people would tell me, you should extend it, take it to YouTube, put it on streaming platforms, do all these things. It's not as if I wasn't listening. I just felt like, do I really want to sit down and talk for hours? Do I like to talk? And the thing is, once I start talking, I keep talking. I don't end. It just keep going. So yeah, that is the situation right now, but I finally decided to do it. I did it, guys. I now have a podcast and it's titled Drum Roll. Let's be real. Because one thing I will do is tell you the truth. One thing I'm going to do is be honest with you. One thing I'm going to do is to love you and support you, but I will gather you when you mess up. I will put you together. I'll make sure I arrange you. Guys, my name is Jonathan Mr. And if this is your first time seeing me on your screen, please, as you can see, I serve everything. I serve face, I serve skin, I serve body, I serve beauty, I serve feminism. Is that what they say? I am very effeminate. That's what I meant. Sometimes, English is not my mother tongue. So sometimes I just might be mispronouncing some words, but I'm going to try my best to keep it real. Subscribe to this channel and expect nothing but excitement and loads of love. And I'm going to put smiles on your face. I have been doing it on TikTok and on Instagram. And finally, I decided to bring my hustle on YouTube. And I hope it pays off. I hope y'all subscribe, because if you don't subscribe, I'm not going to do it. I am not going to do it. It's not easy to record and to put clips together. So y'all better subscribe and follow me on all my other social media platforms. Now to today's topic. Like I said, we are going to be real over here. Okay, so now with all that introduction, let's go straight to why we are here. Let's do what we came here to do. That is being real and being honest and telling you the truth. So what is trending right now on social media is this beautiful wedding. This wedding that got money into it because it's a billionaire's daughter. And also, you can see that there was meticulous planning. You could see that it took like years to plan this wedding. Of course, no other than Mr. Eazi and Temi Otedola's wedding. And, it's just, anytime I see, first of all, one thing about me, if I love you, I love you. I will go in all out for you. I will defend, you don't do wrong in my eyes. So if I love you, And that's how much I love Temi. And I love Mr. Eazi too. I used to love that man so much. Hope it now. Let me not go there. The wedding has been trending and people have got things to say. All of a sudden, people want to talk. Why do they have to go to 3 different continents or 3 different countries to have the wedding? In a day. But, as always, the positivity outshines the negativity. And I have seen a lot of good things. There was this one guy on TikTok. He had a lot to say. And he's one of the reasons why I mounted my mic today. This is for you. I will try and see if I would find his video, then play, so that we have a discussion about it. Sometimes you don't have to compare. It's not everything that you have to compare. Obia and different. We all come in different forms and different ways, with different mindsets, with different behavior. We cannot all be one. Allow people to do what they want to do. Temi's wedding gown was inspired by Hodri headband. It was, I think it was stunning. It was beautiful. But like I said, to me, or with me, if I love you, you can't do wrong in my eye. If my friend and I were having a discussion about the wedding gown, and we were talking about how expensive it is and how simple it is, only for me to hop on TikTok and to see this guy saying that this is how wedding gown is supposed to be. Wedding gown is supposed to cover your breasts. You don't have to hip your breasts. Your breasts that don't. Baman kalvati only the way no funo awful there to safia a jaosija do lupul or the way no funo covered. God. That's why you are still single. I heard you are 40 something. Okay, no, let me not go there. You know, sometimes I can be messy. Let me not go there. Let me just criticize this with respect. Respect people's decision. So be well, not on why an adwin do pedo show cleavage or pedo or manubo be standy ya or showcase. Allow them. We live in a free world. People can do and wear whatever they want to wear. On an opera, body hagging dress for her ceremony. Your opinion would not change the fact that you having an opinion doesn't mean that they are going to redo whatever they did to take into consideration what your ideas or whatever are for them to correct it. No, I have said a lot, but in simple form, if the thing has already been done, I don't know why we are. Whatever you have to say must stay in your bag or in your wallet or in your pocket. Because guess what? They are not going to redo it. They are not going to redo it and consider your critics. It's not going to happen. Why? Do you have to compare everything? I thought this was a beautiful, harmless situation. The wedding was beautiful. And every time I get bored, I just go to Temi's page and just scroll through looking at the wedding. You don't have to compare. You don't have to say that because she's a billionaire's daughter and she's fully covered, or there a janka na there, or there mobro or why? Did you see what she wore for the after party? It was very petite. It was very small. And it was showcasing her beautiful legs and her beautiful cleavage. When people are planning things unlike you, they take into consideration a lot of things. They take into consideration weather. They take into consideration the atmosphere. Some people, it's pictorial a word, but some people like to picture things before they make it happen. She had an idea of what she wanted. And that's what she did. And to say, Akosia mansa pedo yine nu for todo no de wala. Allow Akosia mansa no yine nu for todo no for well. I want my engine. Now, I try to tintin there. Look up on some way. Yes, na be in social media. Look at it. Oh, and the dress is covering, and that is how every bride should look. No, are you a billionaire? You are not a billionaire. I mean, we are not billionaires. The best we can do is sit back and admire and allow people to be. But where the noye feel? Where the noye fell? The wedding looks so rich. Sometimes you don't have to do too much for people to know that it was because of course you have nothing to prove. But this wedding, it was top notch. It was top notch. So beautiful. And I loved it. Congrats to Mr. Eazi and Temi. This marriage is going to last. And also one thing that drew my attention, people were saying that, oh, she should have done her dresses in Nigeria. And Vicky James and Wana could have done a better job. Vicky James is good. She's so good. I love her work so much. Also, back to what I was saying, allow people to choose who and whom they want a particular service from. For all you know, she had a whole mood board. She had the sort of designers that are free there will design the material. It will suit the occasion. The bridesmaids' dresses, they were made by a Nigerian. Mr. Eazi's, that three-piece that he was wearing. God, I'm a designer. I should know this thing. But I don't do menswear, so of course. It was done by a Nigerian designer. Baby girl wanted to go international because I know she has lived most of her life abroad. I know she has worked in retail shops. I know she has worked with a couple of designers. She was also the ambassador for one of these beauty brands. I have forgotten. So she's already exposed to these people. Mama can what asa? Don't be sitting there saying that in case we boost the Nigeria economy, please. Even your president can't save you. I'm sorry. And also, another thing I want to say, don't let this ceremony make you think that what you did in the past or your wedding you did in the past is worthless. Because I saw people comparing this wedding to someone's, simple wedding or whatever, or, God, I just hate the fact that the internet like to compare. I think I should title this podcast Comparison is the Thief of Joy. Men feel it, them, y'all are on a very different level. Comparison, they say, is the thief of joy. Because muhu baby there, obi akofo be a simple wedding. No, don't compare a billionaire's daughter wedding. Mr. Eazi, he's an artist. Temi is an artist. They are all making money, and both of them, they are entrepreneurs. One of them, the Siano, the father is a billionaire. Papa no pedo shanwe nyam. So I'm sure he pumped money into this wedding. This man bought a whole town in Dubai. No, let me not exaggerate. I bought 2 houses in Dubai, one for the traditional marriage and the after party. It's a different thing. Don't go and press your fiance's neck or your fiance's neck or your husband to be or your wife to be's neck to do things that is way out of your budget and out of your control. Manage the little you have, make the little you have work for you. Me, I make everything work. No matter how small my budget is, I make it work. Because at the end of the day, I am looking to please me. I am not looking to please someone else. You get what I'm saying? It's me that I want to please. I'm not trying to please someone else. Madam, wedding, you're on top pressure, who no more, and pressure never time because you are not a billionaire's child. I mean, if you have the money and you want to do your wedding in 3 different continents, that is on you. I'm not saying that you should be discouraged by my words, but what I also want to tell you is, man, for pressure doing awesome. Yes. Another posting some who after David on a Choma one wedding, and they were trying to compare it with Eazi and Temi's wedding. People are allowed to make choices for their own selves and for their own ceremony, especially something that is not yours. Yeah, so that's all I have got to say about this wedding. That's all I have to say. So please, first of all, Mawuska Boshonaye, and let Eazi and Temi enjoy their wedding without you having to compare it to other people's wedding. Thank you for watching, and be sure to subscribe to this channel. Yes, and follow me on all my other social media platforms. I'll go ahead and leave the link down below in the description. It's a bye for now. Like, I really need to find a proper way of wrapping things up because I don't like how I say bye. Like, we have a problem. We don't. I will do better. I'm still planning this show. So let's just see. I just might sit there and script for myself on how to sign out. But for now, you have to manage my bye like that. Bye.